Hey guys, Jeremy with Content Mavericks, and in this video, I'm going to talk about something I call the triple qualifier method. This is a great way to show your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads to people that are most likely to take the action that you want them to take. Now, I've done Facebook advertising for the better part of 15 years, and there is a lot of advice out there, but this is something that I've used a lot over 15 years across a variety of businesses, multiple seven figures in ad spend, whether my own ad spend on businesses or managing ad spend. And it works best if you have an ad account that does not have a lot of data already. So if I've been running my ads for 5, 7, 10 years, Facebook knows who my leads are, who my purchases are. Like they know who I'm looking for. I can afford to go more broad because I know Facebook already has the data on who I'm looking for. But let's say I don't have that much data, or let's say I'm launching a new offer or something like that. This is where the triple qualifier method comes in. Okay, so if you were to go to an agency or something and say, hey, what's the best way to target my ads? Typically, you're going to get one of two answers. The first one is going to be, hey, just pick some interests that are related to your offer. So if your offer is related to golf, you may target like the Golf Channel or Nike Golf or things like that. The second advice you'll get nowadays is people will say, hey, let Facebook have full control. Go broad, Advantage Plus, and Facebook will read your ads and your ad copy, and they'll know exactly who to show your ads to. Okay. I know in theory that sounds great, but in practice, it does not always work that way. And maybe you've experienced that yourself. Okay. So here's where the triple qualifier method really comes into play. What this is a way for us to have a big enough audience size to where Facebook still has control, but also we have given them some qualifying material so that we give our ads the best chance to be shown to the people that we want. Okay, so this is a real campaign, real offer. And essentially, what this offer is going to is people that would be interested in shifting their career into a career where they own their own business working with pets, with dogs. Think pet training, dog grooming, things like that, where they would basically leave their career, launch a career working with pets. Okay, so here's where the triple qualifier method starts. The first thing I want to do is think big, broad. Okay, what is the first thing that these people may be into? And in this case, I have picked career development and vocational education, like continuing education, because my first qualifier is okay, I want to reach people who are always looking to further their career, improve their career, do more in their professional lives. Okay, so I've started here with these are big broad audiences. That's my first qualifier. Now once I've gotten people that are into career development and things like that and growing professionally, I have then added and must also match, this is my second qualifier, and now I've gone pretty specific with pet type interest. Okay, so I don't want to just target people that are into dogs or people that are into like Petland or dog food brands. I want the people that are like really into working with pets, into the welfare of pets, so much so that they may actually want to turn that into a career. So what I've done is American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Animal Welfare, and Humane Society. Okay, these go beyond just people into dogs, right? Okay, so now they're into improving their careers, professional development, and these pretty specific pet welfare type, interest. Okay, and then the final qualifier in this example is entrepreneurship. Okay, so if I'm looking for somebody that may want to start a career working with pets, then I want to layer that with, okay, they're into entrepreneurship in some capacity. Even though this is a big, broad interest, when I combine it with these, it operates a bit differently in the sense of they have to like these things too, right? So this is not an or function. This is an and function, meaning they're into career development, continuing education, and they're into these specific pet dog interests, and they are into entrepreneurship, right? So that is my triple qualifier, meaning they meet all three of these criteria. Okay, but here's the best part. I still have an audience size doing this of 5 to 6 million. Okay, so I don't want to go so small to where this is like a million or less or even 1.5 because I feel like I've taken away too much control from Facebook, from the Meta platform, and I don't want to do that because their algorithms are extremely intelligent. So I still want to give them room to operate and find the right people. Okay, but I also don't want to go so big that I have basically um, I'm basically running a broad campaign, even though I'm using interest. So my sweet spot is somewhere between 3 and 7 million. If it's a bit bigger, I will probably go with it. If it's too small, I generally will not go with it. Okay. So in this case, 5 to 6 million is a nice audience size of meets this criteria. And then what happens is you start getting leads, or you start getting whatever it is, qualified sales calls. Facebook starts to learn who you're looking for. And then over time, you can go broader and broader, right? Because they now have that data they've collected on your conversions to optimize your broad ads a bit better. Okay, so for this specific campaign right now, it's running live. We're going ad to invisible sales letter and getting calls booked for just under $40, right? So it's working really well. The triple qualifier method, going ad, ISL, people consume that ISL content. They decide they want to schedule a call to discuss launching their own career with, in the pet industry, pet trading, dog grooming, things like that. And so this is working really well, and we'll scale this up. But then as we get more conversions, then we can go more broad. We can go more broad with pet interest or with entrepreneurship, and maybe eventually just no interest at all, because Facebook knows, oh, I know exactly who you're looking for. Okay. So if you are launching a campaign, try the triple qualifier method. So 3 categories of interest that if your target audience, if your ideal customer were to meet all 3, that's exactly who you want seeing your ads. Give it a shot. Let me know how it works.